Okay, mom. What's good, girl?
Oh, nothing.
How are you doing?
I'm surviving.
Yo, I was gonna sing a song to you.
Oh, what? Usually I'm the one singing song.
But I don't know if I can. I'm getting embarrassed.
Okay, sing it. Sing it. Sing it.
It was gonna get us in the mood for this episode.
Okay, go for it. You have to now.
It's like, Mere yaar
Ki
ki shaadi hai.
Oh, did you guys guess what we're talking about today? Wait,
Guess?
but before we get into that, Aruj, take it away.
All right,
sister.
ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a new episode of Okay, Mom.
Okay, mom.
If you are listening to us on Spotify, please remember to like our channel and give us a 5-star rating. And if you are watching on YouTube, subscribe. It's a little red button. Takes 1 second, and
Please.
it means a lot to us. We truly appreciate it. And if you are not following us on socials, like let's go. Let's get on it.
Let's get on it, guys. And if you are following, thank you so much for the
Thank
love
you.
and
We
support.
appreciate it. And if you're engaging and messaging and commenting, we appreciate it even more.
We love it, especially the shares. Love. Thank you so much,
Love.
guys.
And we have to say that because of all the engagement is how we came about to this topic today.
Yeah.
Mere yaar ki shaadi hai.
Mere yaar ki shaadi hai.
We're talking about the wedding industry, guys.
The wedding industry.
Specifically, I think we're going to specifically be talking about Desi wedding industry.
Because it's a bit much.
And it's a bit large.
It's a bit much.
Like,
okay?
I know we're dramatic and all.
It's too much, man. Like,
Do we got to be that scale of
no, the
dramatic?
scale is like, it's like the royal wedding times 50.
Honestly, when I watched the royal wedding, I'm like, oh, you guys are just trying to make it like Desi style.
Right.
'Cause the drama is there.
Right.
And we get it.
Right? But I was watching it like basic
Facts.
basic.
Facts. I was looking at it, I was like, this is the kapde you wear to a wedding?
This is it? That's it?
Why do you look like a grandma? Where's all the calm?
Right.
Where's your like
Where's the
lenga
color?
rara?
Where's the colors?
Where's your
all the gems and the
Where's
sparkle and
where's your dhoti? Where's your little side tummy showing?
where's the hathi?
Yo,
Okay?
where's the ghode?
where's the toll? Like there's nothing happening.
Where are the dances?
Where are the dances, sister?
First of all, that's my favorite part of a wedding. The dancing. All
The
dance
music.
and the dance practices. I don't know why. Those are my favorite
Because
get-togethers
girl,
for a
you
wedding.
always step it up, sister.
It's the best part.
You do step it up. Not gonna lie to you.
I love like choreographed dancing. I love watching people like
I
when they
love
do
that.
choreographed dancing.
It just puts you in like you get into the mood. You're like, yes.
And okay, I gotta say, we can move.
Amen.
Okay,
Sister,
we've got the rhythm
we got the moves.
and we got the songs.
Okay, 100%. The songs are songing.
They are
The songs are songing. Because there's no songs that, I'm sorry, like, no, our songs are another level.
okay, but should
Another
we translate
level.
some of?
Some of them, like, you know, when you're watching a Bollywood movie, they're translating in English and you're just like, no, that's not what it means.
Sometimes I'm reading it, I'm like, huh?
Yeah, so then I'm like, if there was someone that wasn't Desi that was reading this, they would be like, okay, all right.
Your breath in my breath. But when you hear the song and you hear Shah Rukh Khan singing it on the streets, and he's just talking
Because
about
it
your,
hits different. It hits so different.
and then he does the little,
And what's his signature move?
yeah, with the arms out.
Just like, wow.
Fantastic.
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 Yeah. So we got a juicy one today, sister.
Yeah, we do.
Juice.
We talked a little bit about the good stuff, but we have a list of some of the horrible stuff.
Oh my God. No, the list is too long.
It's too long.
Like I actually wrote like a bunch of things down because I was okay. So like obviously we also asked questions to our audience. Okay. And we always ask these questions on our Instagram story about things that we can discuss, topics that we can discuss. And this was definitely a topic that people wanted to discuss. So let's get into it.
All right.
Now, one of the things that we already got into in one of our previous episodes was that whole bridesmaid culture situation kind of thing. Now, what I wanted to start this off with is how do you feel about when people invite you to a wedding and they tell you the theme is da 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 da, you can only wear red and orange. Okay? That's all you can wear. How do you feel about the themes?
You know what? I feel like it doesn't really work if you're just an Amy guest.
Yeah. No, but let's say you're like second cousin, maybe third. You know, like you're family, but you're not like this. You're like this.
You know, I'm not gonna lie. I used to love themes.
I used to like them. I think it was almost like a trend.
Yeah, exactly.
It was a trend. Okay.
So a few years ago, it was like everything had to have a theme, and I kind of appreciate it because it did look good in photos.
It does look good in photos.
Like if the bride is wearing only yellow and everybody else, let's say for example, is wearing blue, that looks so good in photos.
But like on Mendy's, like you want to wear the yellow. I get it. I get that. I get that.
But I think now I'm just like, I want to wear what I want to wear.
Oh my God. See, that's where I am.
Yeah.
Maybe it's an age thing.
Yeah, maybe.
But like sometimes it's like you get invited to events. You're not even like invited to a wedding and it's just an event and it's like, it's a theme. And I'm just like, like, I'm not going to go out and buy a brand new outfit for this event that has zero impact in my life.
For real.
Okay. Like zero impact in my life. I'm not going to do it. I'm sorry. So I'm just going to wear what I want to wear.
Yeah.
And y'all can get mad at me.
Also, like,
enjoy
you
it.
end up pulling out like tucky away shalwar kameez because it's the only color. It's the only teal I have.
It's the
Why are
only
you
damn
picking
color.
teal?
Yeah, and it really is the most random colors, and you're just like,
Gray.
and it like my whole thing is just like, why do I have to go and get a brand new outfit? And then I've noticed that when you go and you don't wear the color, then you get the stares that like, how dare you ruin my event by wearing a different color than what I told you to?
Okay, but sometimes there's so much drama that if you're not wearing the color, you don't get invited on stage for the pictures.
I know. Okay, been there, been through it, been through it.
Here.
I find that so odd because I'm telling you, I am honestly telling you, if somebody did not dress on theme to one of my events, I would not care. Okay. For me, the theme is like, I would like it if you did it, but if you don't, it's fine.
Right.
Like that's how it is for me. But some people are like, you better do it because if you don't, we ain't good. We're not good.
And you're not going to be on stage in the pictures.
Yeah.
That's a little excessive.
And they definitely, you know, when you say you pick up on the vibe, you pick up on the vibe because you're like, no, this person has caught feelings.
Yeah.
The feelings have been caught. Okay.
So I went to an event, right?
Oh my God.
And they had a theme. And I didn't know, like I knew of the theme, but I didn't know how much they were going to be like
on it.
Pushing the theme.
Yeah.
You know, you're just like, I'm just going to wear it. I'm going to go. And I was so excited. I was like, oh my God, yes. You know, Friday night event. I'm so excited. It was like a ladies sangeet, right?
Okay.
And I go, I didn't wear that color. I wore something else because I think I had gotten like a new suit and I was really excited to wear it.
Okay.
So I was like, it's all good, whatever. I'm not too close to the bridal party. They told everybody about the theme, but I didn't end up wearing it. Cool, right? So I remember I left to go get appetizers.
Okay.
I come back in the banquet hall with my plate of like beautiful appetizers, okay? I'm so excited.
Good.
I'm like, I'm gonna have my chane wali chaat, and like tandoori chicken and pakode. They had a great menu.
Yeah.
And I walk in and everybody's on stage. Like, I want to say 70% of everybody that was invited to this event was on stage.
Yeah.
Every color and like lined up. And the photographer's like, no, you come here and you sit here and you do this. And now we're going to do this pose. And now we're going to do that pose. And I was standing there by the doorway with my plate of appetizers.
Oh my God.
Like, Aruj, I guess you weren't invited for the pictures.
You weren't special enough because you didn't wear the color, sister.
And then I had to sit down by my lonesome self eating my appetizers.
But the truth is you were having more fun because I would rather be eating the appetizers than taking the pictures that we're never going to get in.
Yeah.
Let's be
real.
real.
You know the heat that you get from like the family?
Oh my, that's my point. It's so dramatic.
Yeah, one of the aunties came and was like, oh, beta, like, aapke paas kuch green nahi tha? And I was
like, no, nahi auntie, mere paas nahi tha. Aap mujhe la
I know. मैं आपका सूट borrow कर लूं? मैं आपका पहन लूं?
No, I find it to be a tad bit much. I also think it's like sometimes it comes back to the whole thing of like bridezillas or like sometimes even other people that host events, they become these like event hosting zillas. And you're just like, yo, why is it so serious?
Yeah.
I never want to come to one of your events again because you're such a trail sometimes. Like I can't
Tone it down.
Tone it down 12 pegs. Okay. Like I can't deal with this.
Oh my goodness, I hear that.
It's just one of those things. It's just one of those things.
You know what I have to say? Aside from the fact that I truly believe that this wedding industry is a sham.
It's such a sham.
I feel like the drama is like exponentially worse than even the cost of your damn wedding.
Okay, the truth is that was on my list of one of the things that I wanted to talk about because why is it that every damn wedding, y'all don't get me started. It could be a family wedding. It could even be a friend's wedding. Okay.
Yeah.
Every wedding has some form of drama.
Some form of
If
drama.
you don't have drama at your wedding, wow. Kudos to you. That's amazing.
Also, write a guide on how to not have drama at your
Write a
wedding.
guide, okay? Because like, and sometimes the drama is so petty.
So petty.
So petty.
Most
like,
of the time.
Like sometimes the drama is like, this song is inappropriate to put on during a wedding entrance. Yeah, can we please turn this song off because this song, the words are inappropriate.
Oh my
okay. Sometimes it's what
Okay, but is a bride entering to like Sheila Ki Jawani? Like, I don't understand. What do you mean this is inappropriate?
sometimes it's not even that. Sometimes it's, well, I did this for this person's wedding and now they are not doing this for my wedding. Sometimes it's that.
I've seen that.
It's always bridesmaid
Yeah,
drama.
it is.
Bridesmaid drama
Or
is
cousin-
forever. Cousin drama.
Y'all even know. Y'all
my
even
God.
know.
It's like the
Look,
cousin.
in a sar pakad ke baith gayi hai.
Honestly, like I am like, I'm tired, yo. Like I'm sitting there thinking like, y'all just can't just be happy. Have a good time.
Also, can we just like eat some good food and take some good
Can
pictures?
we eat some good food? Like,
it.
what is the deal? You know, and sometimes I'm like, yo, it's not even your event. Why are you causing the drama? Like, it's not your event. Back up, take a seat. You were invited as a guest. But I love how everyone loves to be all up in there. You know, like it is excessive. It's excessive. Oh my goodness.
Also,
Jeez.
hand a girl a microphone. She thinks she's running that show. Am I making a sly comment towards me and Hannah? I don't know. Are we acting like we're running the show right now?
Yes,
Maybe.
we are. Yes, we are. If you'd like to book us as your future wedding MCs, we are open for it.
We got you.
Feel free to send us a DM because y'all know we'd make your guests laugh.
Also, you can send us some of those juicy stories. We don't mind saying it on the mic.
Yeah, no, we don't mind. We don't mind.
We
We'll
can
keep
take
it
the
anon.
heat.
We'll keep it anon.
We can take the heat.
Okay. The other thing I was going to talk to you about, which obviously this is something that we had to touch on. Okay. The damn cost of weddings. The guest list.
Oh.
It is literally like you're inviting your gong and the entire country with it. Okay. It's like, I got to invite everybody. I got to invite the cows. I got to invite the horses. I got to invite every single thing that I've ever touched in my life because if I don't, then it's disrespect. Can we stop with that mentality?
Honestly, I remember when I was getting married, my dad was like, "Nay, but puttar, when I landed in Canada, this person was my like gas station neighbor's friend, something that
MG.
invited us one time to this thing." And I was like, I've never met this person in my life. You
Yeah.
met this person before I was even conceived.
Facts.
But
But then my thing
they
with
have to
that-
be on the guest
They
list.
have to be on the guest list. But then I'm like, okay, listen, fine. First wedding, let's invite everybody. Invite the tabbar. It's fine. Okay.
Tabbar.
Like invite. Okay. But now you're telling me second, third, fourth, fifth, they also have to be there? No,
Yeah,
they do not. I think my thing with it is just, it is like fazul kharch.
it is.
Like
it
fazul
is.
kharchi to the max, where like and don't like, I don't mean this for the girls that are like, we love big weddings, y'all do your thing.
Do your thing.
But like for me, it's like, yo, look at the economy we're living in. People can't pay their mortgages.
Facts.
People take loans to have weddings.
That's crazy.
And to me, I'm like, the stress, the financial burden that you feel having a wedding. How do you have a wedding? And how do you financially recover from hosting 600 people?
Honest to God.
Your banquet hall is like 40K.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
honestly.
Because we know
40K.
banquet halls are charging you $35, $40 per person.
Right? Okay. And if you get that gold package, you're screwed.
It's like $80 per person for like an extra 2 nahari dishes on your menu. Really?
I tell you. And then it's like that. Then you got to get a cake. Okay. But then now it's like,
Okay. Wedding cakes are ridiculous.
they are really
Okay,
intense.
first of all, okay, but I have to say I love bakers.
Yeah.
I love the talent that they hold. Okay.
They are so extremely talented.
And they're so talented, and I love the way that they can just create this masterpiece from literally scratch.
Yeah,
okay,
absolutely.
the cost of a cake is something I cannot wrap my head around, and I understand that that's their time and value put into
sure,
it.
for sure.
But I just feel like there's got to be an easier way to do it because people are spending like over $1,000 for a cake.
Yeah. I feel like 1,000 is nothing, girl.
Is it really? Like, is it more than
No,
that now?
100%. I'm sure that's way more than that.
Yeah.
I'm sure
or
that's
like
way
the
more
ones
than
who
that.
like still charge that much and half of your tiers are fake.
Right? Oh, whoa.
Like, why? What am I paying for then? Just for icing?
No, honestly speaking, I feel like, okay, so see, my thing would be if it's too expensive for me, then I would definitely do like the fake cake because no offense, you don't just have the cake for dessert. You have like a million desserts
You do.
that your hall gives you to, or you have like a dessert buffet or whatever you have. Okay. And then you have the cake on top of it. And by that time, is anyone really eating the cake? That's my thing with it. Okay. I think it's more of like a showy thing, like where, like, you know how it's like a traditional thing where like people just do it because it's a part of the wedding. You cut the cake and you feed each other the cake.
Exactly.
But for me, it's like, yeah, all right, I'll do it. But it's not like, it doesn't matter to me that much.
Yeah,
like the actual, like if I didn't have a cake, I would be like, okay, I didn't have a cake. Like it's not that big of a deal. Yeah. To me, it's not that big of a deal. Like I could feed you mitai. Like we're good.
I just had like a dessert table that the banquet hall like had.
Yeah.
And in it they had like little whatever dessert cups and this, that. And I was like, cool, we're going with that. Because I cannot pay for an extra cake on top of this.
No, for sure. But I also think that like, okay, when you have like a Western wedding, that is like a staple. They have to have a cake.
Right.
Like that's just a part of their wedding, right? Whereas like with Desi weddings, I feel like now it's become more of a huge part of it.
Yeah.
But I don't think it used to be.
I also feel like because we're here, we are adopting to a lot of the Western wedding trend.
100%.
Where it's kind of like, okay, but you know, our desserts are like rasmalai and gulab jamun.
They're so
have
yum.
Kulfis. Have something unique, right? If you're going to spend that kind of money, why don't you invest it in our own desserts?
That's
that
so
everybody loves. Let's be real. Everybody loves
That's so true. But I'm not going to lie. A girl loves like tiramisu too. Sorry.
I know, but if I was at a banquet hall and somebody was handing me fresh kulfi, the way I'd run for that kulfi.
I would sprint.
And I'd be like, I'll take 3.
I'll take 5.
I'll lie and say my kids are at the event, and I'll be like, I need 3, 2 for myself. But no, I'll be in the corner eating.
And I would make you lie and say, say that my kids are at the event too when they're not there.
Yeah,
so I'd have 3 and you'd have 3,
and we'd be sitting in the corner having 3 kulfis all by our lonesome selves.
Ain't that the truth? Ain't that the truth? That is very true. We would do these things. No, I get that. I honestly get that. But see, then I think of it on the other side of things because I do makeup for weddings. So
True.
I am technically a part of this wedding sham industry. But I do say that like I think the reason why some prices are astronomical are also because of the economy we're living in, right?
That's true. That's true.
Because it's like now if I'm doing a bride's makeup, right? Back in the day, I'm talking back in the day, you could probably do it like for like a few $100, okay? Like 200, 300, I'm assuming, okay? But now everybody around you is like charging an arm and a leg.
Oh, yeah.
And honestly, like at the end of the day, it is a lot of effort. It's a lot of time that you have to put into whatever craft it is, really baking, whatever it is. But I do feel like there is a limit too. Like there has to be a limit, or does it just keep on going?
Yeah.
That's my question.
Yeah.
That like, when does it end? And for the people whose business it is, of course, I'm one of those people. Like you have to pay your bills. You have to like make it work for you and your family too. I get that. We both respect that. But I think it's just like, when does it end?
Yeah.
Because we could say that about everything.
Exactly.
Right?
And I get it too, even with like baking or whatever. Like, I'm not trying to hate on the bakers.
No,
I'm
girl,
telling you,
get it.
I love your craft.
Yeah.
Also, if there's any bakers out there who want to send me stuff, I will never say no.
Neither will I.
Because you know we love to debo in our chai,
Yeah,
right?
absolutely.
But I just have, and I have to say, like, even with baking, I know that, man, the amount of money that goes into just buying all your stuff,
100%,
making your own buttercream, making
Yeah.
your own little rosettes, and like just having your cake base, having those dowels in the middle so that everything stays in place. I understand. And honestly, then you make a mistake and you're like, man, I gotta start again.
Yeah, absolutely.
Totally, I understand that. I just feel like it's not totally anybody's fault, but I just feel like there are like social media has made it difficult for somebody to have a simple wedding.
I think that's what it is.
That's
like
what it is.
That's exactly what it is. Because, and okay, so like, yeah, it's social media, but even before social media, it's definitely got worse. Okay?
Yeah.
It's gone worse. But even before social media, which is like back in the day, I'm saying back in the day, I'm like, I'm obviously old. Okay. But like, even then, there was still this thing of like keeping up with the Joneses.
There was, of course.
100%. It's like, you gotta have your wedding at a specific hall. You gotta have the best of the best clothes, which we're gonna get into. The clothes we're gonna get into.
Don't get me started on the clothes.
Okay. So you gotta have that. Then it's like you gotta have a huge guest list because they invited you. So now you gotta invite them. You gotta have a photographer, a videographer. And that's like the basics.
Yeah.
Like the additional add-ons like decor. My God. Okay.
Decor is
like, I'm selling my kidney just to get a hall decorated.
just to get
It is wild. It's wild. Like, and I again, like, it's like, I get it. And, you know, everyone should do whatever is in their means. But I think that's the point, that there is a lot of pressure put on people.
Yeah.
And maybe it's pressure that we put on ourselves, but there is a lot of pressure because it's like first wedding in the family. You gotta step it up, gotta show up, because people also go there and ask you all these nosy questions. Like, oh, is your set real gold? How much was your outfit? Like, sometimes I'm just like, y'all need to chill.
Yeah. What brand is it from? Oh, who was your decorator?
Right.
Oh, where did you get the cake made from?
It's like for me, it's like the really like insensitive, nosy questions that trigger me, which is like, you don't need to know, period. If I wanted to tell you, you would already know.
You wouldn't know.
You would already know. That's, I think, the thing it is for me.
So I have a huge topic that I want to talk about this.
Okay.
The photography and videography.
Oh, why is it so expensive?
So listen, you know what it is? You know what my biggest battle was?
What?
When I had to get married, is to actually justify the cost to my parents for videography and
Facts.
photography, because they couldn't wrap their head around the fact that I wasn't going to get hard copies of my
Oh
photos.
my God. That is crazy for them, though.
I am paying all this money for you to get an SD card.
Yeah.
For you to get a USB key. For
No
us,
album?
no album. For us to get a DVD,
Yeah.
one video.
Yeah.
For us, how are we going to share that one video with your entire family?
Oh, that's
how
so
am I going
true.
to? I can't send this to Pakistan now. I have to spend more money to make copies of this.
Or when they tell you, like, you can buy another album for $14,000.
And then it's like, now they got drones. Now they have separate content creators,
And, like,
just
you know-
for your actual
And
socials.
you know you need the drone, okay?
You
I
need
want
the drone. I
want
want
the
that
drone.
view.
No.
I want that view of me stepping out of my Honda Civic.
Yeah,
when
yeah.
I'm entering my banquet hall.
Yeah. I want the view. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not joking. I actually want the drone footage. Okay, I want it. What?
But
Don't judge me.
it's excessive.
It's intense. Okay.
And then if you want to do a separate photo shoot
Yeah.
before your actual event, that's another cost.
Yeah, but
like,
then
oh,
there-
let's meet at
Also,
Korea
the
Park in
e-shoot.
Mississauga.
The e-shoot.
The e-shoot.
Okay? Then it's the Mendy.
Then it's the bridesmaid
Okay.
shoot.
Oh,
What are we
Don't get
doing,
me
people? Also, then you post 1-2 on Instagram and everybody's sick of it. It's like, I don't want to see anymore.
But then you also have the getting ready shots. Okay.
Oh.
Then you have the same day edit that you want to share on your reception. Hello, guys. Come on now. It's like, it's a lot.
it's a lot.
It's a lot.
And I just find like I could not keep up with it. I didn't do like a separate e-shoot. I didn't do a separate before, like I didn't get ready
Yeah.
before my event. I literally just was like, this is too much for me.
Yeah.
You just show up and record on the day of. And
totally,
that's it.
Totally. No, I understand that. I feel like I think like that's the thing though, right? That you were able to recognize that like this is what is going to work for me and this is what is not going to work. The reason why sometimes this photography stuff really triggers me is because I have had such bad experiences. Like honestly, my sister's had a really bad experience too. So she had a photographer on her wedding.
Okay.
And this photographer took all her pictures. We paid a deposit, everything.
Okay.
She never got her pictures.
Huh?
Never got her pictures. Not even gonna lie. And I didn't get my pictures either.
What?
Yeah. Did not get my pictures.
Wait.
Tried reaching out to her a million bajillion times.
Okay.
Did not even respond, made all the excuses. Obviously, I didn't pay her the second half of the deposit, but like my first half of my deposit gone in the garbage bin.
Wait,
Never getting it
you
back.
never got them.
Never got them. Never. So I have like, maybe like I had like 4 or 5, I had some pictures that my brother took, even for my sister's wedding. Like thankfully my brother was like, he was super into photography at that time. So like he had certain pictures.
Yeah.
But yeah, like gone.
That's
Goodbye.
crazy.
Arrivederci.
Yeah.
It's gone.
I literally just had like, honestly, when I look back at my photos, like it was nothing special. It was just in the hall.
Yeah.
Because I just didn't want to pay for it. And now I look back like so many years later and I was like, I'm glad because really like, I don't know. I feel like it also depends on the couple.
It also depends on the couple
Okay.
too. Yeah.
So there are obviously there are people out there that like can afford all these beautiful grand things. And I'm really like happy for that.
Yeah.
I'd wish that on everyone.
Yeah.
Right. But realistically, if I look at my position and what we were at that time, like
Yeah.
we didn't have the capacity to have all of these things during the
Yeah.
wedding. Okay.
Totally.
We wanted to, don't get
Yeah.
me wrong. At the end of the day, you're like, I want to have the best of, it's kind of like how we are with our kids. You want to have the best of the best for your kids.
And like you dream about your wedding for so long.
You do,
Yeah.
right? And then I realized I ended up making a list of things that I knew I was going to splurge on.
Yeah.
So I minimized the like cost of certain things because I was like, we're not going to spend on this. We're not going to spend on this. I don't care for it because
Yeah,
I know
totally.
that I'm going to look back and not worry about it. But certain things like my dress, my shoes,
for sure.
my makeup person.
Yeah.
Like those things I was like, no, this is what I'm going to spend
that's
on.
like a major.
Yeah. I literally was like, as long as him and I look good, feel good, wearing what we want, even if now it's not trendy, but at that time it was super trendy.
Totally.
We didn't take no from anyone and we wore what we wanted to wear at that time. That's all that mattered to me. Well, everything else was kind of like,
I actually really like that because I think you didn't necessarily fall into the trap of like, I have to do everything, even if it's outside of my means.
Yeah.
Right. And I think that's sometimes what happens. It's so unfortunate. I feel like it's a lot of pressure because, you know, like even when you get married, you feel like sometimes you also might feel like, well, one side of the family is doing too much. And like maybe like the bride side is doing more or like the groom side is doing more. And so you almost want to keep up and be like, no, like we can do this too, even if you can't. And I think that's where it gets really tricky because you like, it's almost like it's like your family pride that gets in the way where it's like, no, like we can't look like we can't do it. So we're just going to stretch ourselves so thin to pretend like we can do it. You know what I mean?
and there are also cases like, we saw it in that show. What was it? The one on Prime?
Made in Heaven?
In Made in Heaven.
Yeah.
Where there are families who just, they can't afford big extravagant events, but then you end up, and they're usually, sometimes they're from the girl side. And then you end up marrying your daughter into a family where they're very like hi-fi, right?
Yeah.
And then you're kind of like, we have to meet some kind of a standard.
Yeah.
We can't just not do anything about this right now.
Yeah.
And so the dad and the mom and other people in the family end up stretching themselves thin just to meet that. And in other, I wouldn't say that this has completely been erased from our community, but the dowry thing is really real.
Yeah,
Jahez
it is
really real.
Oh, that's the other thing. Or it's like even when you go to like the other family's house and you have to bring all those gifts and stuff.
Yeah.
Like sometimes I feel like it can be like a burden on families. You know what I mean? Like it can be a lot because like we don't just have one event.
Yep.
We have like 12 events leading to the one event.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's like, I'm exaggerating obviously, but y'all know what I'm saying. But like it is a lot of events, right? And now let's take in the fact that like nowadays it's not even just our traditional events, right? It's like you got to have a bridal shower, a batch. You got to do this. Oh, for the bridal shower, we're going to go on a trip across the sea. Like all of us friends, we're going to go to Miami or like we're going to go to Greece or whatever it is, right? And then it's like, how do you expect somebody to like literally like they are coming to your wedding like they are the bride because they're forking up thousands of dollars just to like be that person for you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I think it just puts you in such a hard spot.
Yeah.
Right? Because you also don't want to look like the one person that can't do it.
Yep.
So you just do it when you really can't do it.
Yeah. Or even like destination weddings.
Yeah.
I guess with that, you have the benefit of it being smaller. Like
for sure.
Right. But even people who attend that, like that's expensive.
It is expensive. I feel like it gets overwhelming for a lot of people and it's just hard to speak up and say no because of the judgment that you're going to face.
Exactly.
And that's really sad because I think like people should be a little bit more cognizant of like other people's situations. Like as much as, it's about your child's wedding or your wedding.
Yeah.
It's also important that you are like surrounded by like people that love you and care about you and I'm sure everybody wants to be there, but it's more like you want it to be an event where it's like stress free. Like, why is it so stressful for other people to like come to a wedding? I think that's always been my thing where it's like, you never want other people to feel like they had to just, fork up a small fortune to attend your wedding. So this actually leads into the second thing that I was going to ask you. How do you feel about wedding invitations saying no boxed gifts? How do you feel about that?
I love it.
Yeah. Like, so I'm like 50-50 on it.
Okay, so you know what it is? I don't appreciate the boxed gifts because I just feel like, especially if you're just coming to the wedding, okay,
right,
and you're not like close family or friend or whatever, and you just got invited randomly, okay?
Yeah.
You're this bride and groom's porosi or whatever,
yeah,
okay? And you're just showing up you don't know the bride and groom.
Yeah.
What are you going to gift them?
Yeah,
What's going to be your
true,
quote unquote boxed gift, right?
Yeah.
Rather than doing that and giving somebody something that they might not use and end up in their basement as a regift.
Right.
You could just give them cash that would actually benefit them. And they will use it in either paying off this massive wedding that they decided to have or getting things for their life together after they're married, after the ceremony.
Yeah.
Right? I think that's my opinion. I don't get offended about it at all.
Yeah.
And I think it's a smart move.
So for me, I feel like I'm kind of 50-50 on it.
Okay.
Like I understand why people do it.
Right.
Because you're right. Because at the end of the day, like instead of buying a gift, right? It's like easier to just give cash so that that person can just go and get what they want. Cash is king. You know how they say cash is king.
Cash is
But then the other side of me, see, like this is the other side of me where I think, okay, let's say I invite somebody and like, let's say they genuinely cannot afford to give me like cash. Okay. So like, and you know, like there's a standard. Okay. Like you're going to give at least $100. Let's be real. You want to at least cover your cost for your seat. Right. So like, let's say that person genuinely can't.
Okay.
They just can't.
Okay.
Let's just say, I feel like in that sense, a gift would look better.
Okay.
Because then it looks like, hey, at least I put some thought into it and didn't just give cash. So, and for me, I almost feel like I don't want to put like no box gifts on a card because I feel very like, I don't know, like I feel like I'm just like, no, I just want money.
Yeah.
And I don't want to ask like that. Like, I cannot. Like for me, I can't.
Girl, I'm gonna put it on the
but
card.
but you put it on your card. I ain't judging you.
I'm gonna put it on yours too. Your next event, your next birthday, I'm like, no box gifts. Give him like the cash.
I get your point though, because I'm like, rightfully so. That is gonna help the couple way more than like a toaster. Okay,
yeah,
100%. But I'm not gonna lie. I think about those people. This is just that side of me that these are the things that my mom tells me. Okay,
I know, but in this day and age, a toaster is also $100.
A toaster is also $100. But some people, I'm not gonna lie, they probably are regifting you a toaster. They did
from the corner of their basement.
They got married. They didn't want the toaster. They're like, let me keep this toaster for another 12 years. And you know what? Aruja's wedding is coming up. Let's give this girl this beautiful brand new toaster.
I don't even eat toast. Keep that toaster to yourself.
And then you'll get like a 12-year-old gift receipt with it. Okay, so you're solid.
And they're like, beta, iske saath warranty bhi hai. Warranty expired in 2016. I'm sitting there like, what do I do with this?
The funniest thing though, like, you know what I find funny? Y'all need to, okay, box gifters. Listen, I'm all for it, okay? You gift what you want, okay? But please, okay, when you're giving the box gift, just cross out the name of who gave it to you.
Who regifted it to you?
If you're regifting, cross out the name, please, because let's just put a little bit more thought into it. Because I've had situations.
No way.
I swear to God. There's one incident. It's actually cracks me up so much. This is not a wedding related incident. This is just a friendship.
Okay.
It's making me laugh so hard. Where I got a gift.
Okay.
And, like the person gave me a card and whited out what was written on the card.
No.
I swear to God, I swear. And then wrote over the whiteout. Okay. So like I was close enough with this person that I looked at it and I was just like, are you serious right now? Like you literally did not even have to like buy a card. You could have just wrote it on a note. Like you didn't have to. And literally underneath it, it's like I scratched it off and I was dying laughing. Okay.
Scratch and save.
It was I was dying laughing because I was like, come on now. Like you don't have to be like that. Okay.
And it's like, I want to know who the original card was for. Let me scratch this name
I'm not going to lie to you. I actually wanted to know who it was for because I'm like, don't tell me. I know what you were thinking. You were like, she's just going to think that I made a mistake. And I'm like, that mistake is way too big for you to be making. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so yeah, so like if you're gonna do that, then at least make sure y'all just like make sure it's spick and span, no whiteout on there. Okay,
listen,
that's all I'm gonna say. Don't cut the corners.
If you're gonna regift,
don't cut the corners. Okay, and put a little bit of thought into it. That's what I would say. Okay,
listen, just no box gifts. Okay.
I had to say it because it was just gonna make me laugh.
I love that.
Gonna make me laugh.
Yo, you gotta love both perspectives on here.
But then, okay, coming with the gifts now. The bridesmaid gift culture, where it's like when you're a bride, you gift your bridesmaids, right? But then the bridesmaids in return are gifting you for like those 12 events that you're having.
They have to gift you for everything.
They have to.
It
is overwhelming.
Yeah, and I don't want to say look, part of me wants to be like, they don't necessarily have to. But you know what? When you're in it and you're a bridesmaid,
you have to.
You have
Let's
to.
be real.
And
Yeah.
literally the conversation that you end up having with other bridesmaids is, hey, like, what are we doing? How
Yeah.
are we gifting her?
100%,
Are we going to do something
Yeah.
together? Should we pitch in and do something? And you're kind of like, you're getting roped into that.
Yeah.
There's a lot of stress and pressure as a bridesmaid. I've said this before.
Yeah.
Where you do feel like, okay, like my friend is getting married. I am the bridesmaid. There's like 4 or 5 of us here. Are we all pitching in $100 for the bridal shower?
Yeah.
Then we are all paying for our own trip to Chicago. Then we are
Yeah.
also all going to pay for our own dresses.
Yeah.
Then we are also going to pay for her on the day of the wedding when we also show up with a +1, let's say.
Yeah.
Now you're spending
Okay, look, if you're doing a
$1,500.
if it's a bridesmaid's trip, that's like hefty. That's hefty. No, okay, listen, I also understand the fun of it because if you're really close friends, going on a girls' trip is like so much fun.
I get that too.
So much fun. It's like the best memories, especially if you have a really good group of friends.
Yeah.
It's the best memories. It's a lot of fun. You enjoy it. But I feel like when that bridesmaid group gets too big and then there's randos in it, like you just picked one from here and here to mesh them all together, you just know problems are going to be brewing.
And the biggest problem in that situation is when you have the one who thinks she's like queen bridesmaid.
Oh my
She's queen
god.
bee.
The damn planner, yo. Like she's
And then
like
you're just
the
kinda like, okay.
she's like the general secretary of the bridal party. Like I
Of
can't
like
deal.
Michelle Obama.
Oh my
She's
god.
like, here, let me just handle all this. And you're kind of like, why don't we just equally divide things out?
Yeah.
But she can't let you.
Yeah.
She's got to do it all.
It's like the
I've known her
dictator.
the longest.
She's the dictator
Yeah.
of the clan.
And I think that's very like toxic.
I think that gets toxic too because people are like, don't boss me around.
Don't
Like
boss me around, and then you're kind of like, I don't want to pitch in for stuff anymore.
Yeah.
like now this is not only expensive for me, but I'm also having to deal with all the extra drama.
100%. It is excessive. So like, yeah, we were talking about the gifting that people do during, like before you get married, you go to the person's house or like
Yeah.
the groom's house and you have to gift their whole family everything. And then you have to show like, look how much gold we bought for you. We went to this jeweler. Okay.
Here's the certificate.
That to me is so show offy. Like, I feel like it's so unnecessary. Like, you can gift someone something without being like, look at everything we got you. Like, it's just excessive.
Okay, but have you seen the TikToks?
With
Okay.
the tals?
Yeah.
It's
Guys,
intense.
this is a new thing.
But they do a great job. Don't get me
Oh,
wrong.
I'm not gonna. Okay, first of all, it's beautiful, and I love the craft and the
Love
effort.
it. Love. But
However,
whoa.
when I see it, I'm like, wow, that's excessive.
Whoa. But
And
I'm also like,
everything
damn.
is displayed out, matching churiyan, kade, this, that, with the whole set, and I'm like, and everybody's getting their own. Everybody's getting their own. I want to be part of this bridal
Where have
party.
we been? Where
Where's
have we
mine?
been?
I want my thali too. I want my this beautiful gift basket of stuff. Just want it, right? But obviously so this is the thing. It goes back to like kind of that social media culture too, because now
Everybody wants
if
to
you're
do
a
it.
bride to be,
Yeah.
and you're seeing that, you're like, oh, I
That's the
want
trend.
that.
That's the trend.
I want to do that. And then
Yeah.
it's like, all these things are expensive. Getting baskets are expensive.
Oh my
Cellophane wrapping that is expensive.
Yeah.
Making sure everything is like aesthetically matching in your packaging is
100%.
expensive.
It is really
Right?
expensive.
And then if it doesn't turn out the way that you want it to look, then you get upset.
Yeah,
And you're like,
you
wow, I
do.
spent so much money on something that doesn't look that
100%.
great.
And sometimes I also think like, no offense, but I mean, as a bride, you are the gift.
Facts, yo. Is there anything bigger than me right now?
Okay, like that's the truth because at the end of the day, like I'm leaving a loving family to go into yours. So technically I'm a gift. I am the gift.
Yeah.
Okay? Like
What
I'm
more
the
do you
gift.
want? I sacrifice everything for you.
Yeah, like that's my thing, which and that's why I'm always like, like sometimes less is more. Like, why can't it be a little bit less? Like, it doesn't have to be so crazy. I think the extravagance for like majority of it, the reason why it happens is because people want to show off.
Yeah.
I honestly feel there's no other reason to do it. Like, what's the
Yeah.
other reason to do it?
Yeah.
To show people that look how much money we have
Yeah.
or like, oh, look what we could do for you. But it's like, how do I actually know that that was your money or you got that from TD Bank on
Yo.
like your home equity line of credit?
Yo.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just wild. That's my 2 cents.
I also feel like, I don't know, you know what it is? Come on, we have been to so many weddings.
So many.
Okay? Like, it's countless. And how many weddings do you actually remember any of the like, and I feel so bad too because I got roped into it and I did
Yeah.
a lot of this too, but how many weddings have you gone to where you remember any of the little details that they stressed over?
That's so true. But I feel like when it's your wedding,
Yeah.
you as a bride are like, no, I want to have the experience for myself.
Right.
Because majority of people are like, I'm only going to get married once.
Yeah.
You know, if I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it big.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I get that. But then I also understand the other point of that, which is like, you're right. Other people are not going to remember. And that's the truth.
And I just, like, I remember I went to a wedding and their centerpieces.
Yeah.
Girl, it was like a gala.
Ooh.
Like 8 feet tall vase with massive fresh roses. Literally, I was like, can I take this home? Because this is gorgeous.
I love fresh flowers.
It was such a beautiful centerpiece, but you know it costs an arm and a leg.
100%.
You know?
100%.
And you want to know what I did for my Mendi centerpieces?
What?
I bought candles. And then I got these like Mendi tattoos with designs on it.
Oh, that's a really
and I just
cool
put it on
idea.
the thing, and I just made that my centerpiece. And I was like, here, you guys can take some
You were a
candles home.
DIY bride. I love
tried.
that. I love that.
Because I feel like I was forced to be a DIY bride because everything was so expensive.
No, everything really is expensive. It really gets to be a bit much. But I do feel like, you know how you were saying that there's certain things that you would spend and splurge on?
Yeah.
Like, I agree with you because like there's certain things that I would spend and splurge on. 100% makeup and outfit. That outfit,
shoes.
don't get me started.
Those three
Shoes,
things.
shoes,
Makeup,
100%.
jewelry,
100%.
outfit, shoes.
You know, when we talked about shoes in our last episode, people were like, well, you're not even going to see the shoes. It's not that big of a deal. See, I get that because like for you, it might not be a big deal. But like for me, it's like the whole look.
The whole look.
That's how it is for me.
And you know what it is? In a girl's mind, this is girl math, okay? We always justify it in our head because we're like, we're going to spend all of this money to match this beautiful, expensive outfit. And this will be the one pair of shoe in our closet that's going to be that shoe.
It's the shoe.
And the thing is, at the end of the day, the whole wedding shoe, it is a big deal.
Yeah.
And you end up realizing that that's the one day that I can also justify spending that kind of money on a shoe.
Absolutely. And I think it really I think for certain people it matters a lot. Like it would matter to me.
Yeah.
Okay.
It matters to me.
It would matter to me. But then there's some people that are like, honestly, like it doesn't matter that much to me because it's more about my relationship with the person that I'm with and I don't really care about the pictures. There's people like that too. So you do you.
And you know what it is? I'm not gonna lie, I can relate to both.
Yeah.
Okay, because I'm both in certain ways.
Yeah.
Like, mind you guys, I have flat feet.
Yeah.
I don't invest in shoes.
Yeah.
Okay. I love runners. And like, I don't have a huge closet of shoes. That's not what I do. It's not because I have flat feet. I can't even justify spending money on shoes.
Makes sense.
I'll wear something that's comfortable that doesn't hurt my feet so that it's actually like yo, a girl will be at like Naturalizer. I'll be at the Walmart shoe aisle. Okay.
You do what you gotta do.
I'll be looking at those
orthopedic shoes, the insoles, the gel insoles. You do what you gotta do.
Those Dr. Scholl's. That's Aruja's jam. Okay. But listen, when it was my wedding day, I'm telling you, I did spend a lot of money because that was
no pain, no gain.
Yeah, and that was my one pair of shoe, and it still is in my closet. That is very memorable and valuable to me because it was my wedding day.
I actually remember your shoes. They're beautiful.
I love
They're beautiful. Them. And I'm not gonna lie, I am a shoe girly. Okay,
right.
My closet is stacked with shoes because I love shoes, and I feel like a pair of heels with an outfit is just top tier. Okay, so like it does matter to me. The wedding outfit also matters to me because for me, it's like, yes, it's going to cost me my mortgage payment. I get it. Okay. Which, like, let's be real, guys, like the damn bridal industry. Don't be telling me that it really costs y'all $10,000 to make that outfit.
Yo, that's crazy.
I've been to Pakistan. I'm not that dumb.
Same.
Okay. Like, don't be telling me that.
Yo, these designers are getting
that.
out of hand. How come everybody's a designer these days?
Everybody's a designer.
We need
at one point my sister was a designer.
Yo. Okay, but your sister has great taste in clothes.
She does have good taste.
Yeah.
I have to say though that like, again, I know it's their craft. They put a lot of work into it. It's handwork. It is extremely expensive. I'm sure that like if something like that was being sold at Chanel, they would charge you $50K.
True.
Which is a fact. Okay. But I also like, you know, I still think I am, even though I know it's pricey, like I am the type that I would buy the expensive outfit.
So you know what
the
I am?
outfit for me is like, okay, I'll bite the bullet.
So I was the same way for my wedding days.
Yeah.
Okay. But I did the whole like I found things that I wanted.
Yeah.
But I didn't go for a designer.
Okay, and that's okay.
You know?
That's
and I just picked what I wanted from like designer looks or whatever.
Yeah.
And I got it made exactly how I wanted.
Yeah.
And mind you, it was still expensive.
It always is though.
It always is because it's a shadi lehenga. Like all the
and there's so much
pomp
work on it. Yeah.
All the like pieces that go with it.
Yeah.
And it was
It's so
heavy.
My God.
So heavy. So but I feel like people who go to these like really crazy big designers in Pakistan, you went?
Yeah, I did. Okay.
Yeah.
Like I've been there. Of course I've been there. Okay,
But what's your overall experience? Because listen, I've been on this rabbit hole on TikTok as well, because I love listening to these stories where these brides will go to Pakistan, okay, and they go to these designers and they are treated terribly, okay, and then they talk about how bad the experience was, and and they'll actually show it on camera.
Yeah,
and
I've heard that as well.
Yeah, and I've seen these videos, and I'm like, wow, okay, so you're gonna go and spend $10,000-$15,000 on an outfit, but this is the kind of service you're receiving.
Yeah.
No.
I get that. Okay, so I haven't like. I have reached out to not like bridal, but like it was just for regular clothes, right?
Cool.
So I did go to Pakistan. I actually went for my sister's wedding because I was gonna help her prep for her wedding, and we did go to some designers. And I feel like our experience was good, but I also feel like the timing when they tell you certain things are gonna be done is never correct.
Oh, for real.
Like I don't like
you
that.
can see that for a regular Eid suit.
Yeah. Because it's like
Shadi
it's
to do ki baat hai.
literally, it's literally like you're like, we're just gonna place our bet and hope and pray that it's gonna be done on
And
time.
don't you love how बाजी आप फिक्र ना करें
my God.
बाजी फिक्र ना करें
The way they
आपको
catch
जब
you.
चाहिए ना उससे हम एक वीक पहले देंगे
100%. I had somebody. I was at the airport in Pakistan,
No.
and this man came and delivered my sari to me.
You are lying.
I swear.
Allama Iqbal Lahore International Airport.
Check. Legit, okay? In Lahore, okay? I'm at the airport with my mom. This guy's like, oh, I'm coming. He gives me my sari. None of the stones were in it. I had
course.
to glue the stones in myself, okay? He gave me the glue on the side and the
No.
stones in a packet on the side. This was not a designer, so I'm not gonna
Okay.
say that. But
Still?
still, and this is like a while ago, but like for me, it's just the experience with certain designers is phenomenal. Like we ordered outfits for my brother's wedding, and the experience was amazing. On time, everything was beautiful. Like the works, like the craftsmanship, it was stunning, so pretty. But like there are some that are just, they lie so much, and I feel like you really have to be careful with who you pick. But it's also like you never know.
Yeah, honestly, it's just the game is the game.
But I still say, even though it's expensive, that's one thing that I would splurge on.
Yeah, same.
Because for me, that's like I just want to look and feel my best.
Exactly.
And I think when you dress well, you feel really good.
Yeah, and it's like it is your day, so you get a chance to like really pick and choose and design something that's of your liking.
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
And you get to dress up to the max.
I know.
And nobody can say anything.
Nobody can say anything.
It's a great feeling.
It is a great
Go
feeling.
all out with your makeup. Go all out with your hair. Go all out with your jewelry. Go all out with your clothes, your shoes, whatever. And nobody can say anything.
Nobody can say anything, but let me tell you, the stress you have sitting there with that
For real.
plastered smile
Like
on your
this.
face, and like you're sitting there with your like 30-pound wedding dress. Like sometimes when I'm getting brides ready, they are literally like, this is so heavy, and like, like just putting their shirt and like putting the dupatta on, and the dupatta is it's stunning, but it's so heavy.
You're like this.
Literally, okay, and like the 40 million hairpins that they have in their hair. Like,
oh my God.
it is wild.
Gotta say two things because I'm going on tangent because my mind is like all over the place. Okay, when you go to Pakistan, how many times does your mom tell you don't speak in Urdu at the bazaar?
A million bazillion. She's like, don't even talk. Okay, today you don't talk.
Yeah.
Okay, like
Because
you say nothing.
how do we sound like when we're in the
We
bazaar?
sound like Goriyan. Okay, like it's like
Oh, मुझे ये color बहुत पसंद.
they just know.
Meanwhile, in my
They just
mind,
know.
I feel like I'm spitting like the best Urdu I got. Like I got game. And the bazaar was like, आ गई है Canada से.
Like, where are you from?
Yo.
They always ask, Baji, आप कहाँ से?
कहाँ से
And I'm
आप?
just like, I'm from here.
झूठ number 1 एक number का झूठ है.
No, but you know what the crazy thing is? My mom is like, her Urdu, her Punjabi is like amazing.
Yeah, same.
But they even asked my mom.
So you want to know?
What?
I asked a few people, and I asked my cousins back home
okay,
too.
good to know.
I
What
was
is
like,
it?
"Yo, what is it? What is it that
How
it's
do they
fine.
know?
I feel like maybe my Urdu, I have an accent or whatever.
Yeah.
Okay, but even when my mom goes, when my dad goes,
Yeah.
what is it? You know what he said? My cousin said, "You guys walk different." He's like, "Your ledja is different."
What does
And I
that
was
mean?
like, it's just like your presence, like the way you dress. You look like you're an outsider. And you want to know something?
What?
I stayed in Pakistan for like 6 weeks at that time.
Okay, yeah.
And by the 3rd, 4th week, even I could pick out people that I knew were from like the
What?
UK and the States and Canada.
Like what was it though?
There was something about the way they dress. especially for like men, you could pick out really quickly because they'll just wear kind of our, street culture.
Yeah.
They wore those kind of clothes. So you
Yeah.
were like, oh, yo, the man's got wearing a Toronto hoodie. Like,
Okay,
he's
of
not
course,
from,
of course.
you know what
Yeah,
I mean?
yeah.
But there's also like some of the girls, they would be so proper
Oh my god.
and they just looked so like put together.
But
And
I feel
was
like girls in Pakistan are like on another level.
they are,
like they are like
they are, but I feel like sometimes girls that go from here, we're really put together, whatever, but maybe our clothes are just a bit outdated.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
100%.
Yeah. So it's just kind of like you're wearing
yeah,
older
100%.
shalwar kameez,
Yeah.
and it's not as trendy, but
It's
you
not.
still look so good because you're really put together. So somebody's like, oh, ye bahir ki hai.
Oh, I can understand that because I feel like the trend of the fashion trend when it comes to like Pakistani fashion, I don't know
Okay,
if
it
it's the
changes
same.
every 24
It
hours.
changes so quickly, but I feel like obviously when you're living in Pakistan, you're gonna be like the first person to see those trends,
Yeah.
right? So they're so trendy, like
So
they're trendy. Like
trendy.
Pakistani fashion is top tier. I love it so much.
It's top.
And I feel like they're so trendy. So I can get what you're saying.
Yeah.
Because I could 100% see me going there with my like
Lawn ki shalwar school.
old school,
Yeah.
like 3 years back shalwar kameez, and then other people are probably like, "Girl, that was from 3 years ago."
Yeah, for real. That's what it is. That's what
Yeah,
it is.
it
'Cause
could be that,
You
it could
just,
be that.
but you look put together.
No,
your
I-
makeup
yeah,
not
yeah,
100%.
yeah.
You look great, but,
But there's for sure there must be some like differences that they know. About
Yeah.
it. I'm gonna actually ask people this question.
Yeah.
Huh. This is very interesting.
But I also feel like I can say that maybe we do like we strut different.
you
Got
think
a
so?
different walk. Yeah.
I need to watch people now. I need to people watch.
You need a people watch.
I need to people watch.
Yeah.
Gosh darn it.
All right, guys, the realest topic. You know how after the day of your wedding, okay, you're on stage, it's your walima, right? And everybody's coming up to you and they're like, oh, how was your night? You do the deed, this, that, whatever. You know what your response is? Nah, I spent all night taking out these bobby
Damn,
pins.
sister.
You know how long it took me to take that out?
Okay, guilty as charged because I'm the one putting the bobby pins in people's hair. So
And like, I kept wondering, where are they hiding?
okay, because we gotta hide them in the hair. We don't want them sticking out everywhere.
Yeah, no, I'm not
But
blaming
like,
you guys. 'Cause
I know
my
you're
hair
not
looked amazing.
I know you're not, but you know what? I get
but
that.
the amount of time that
It's literally like it is literally like even on my brother's wedding, I was taking bobby pins out and I was like, is it really this much? Like I don't remember it being this much, but I guess it is this much. So it was a bit crazy. So you're right about that. But going back to that conversation's awkward too.
Yo, listen.
Like
When you're sitting on stage at your walima and they come to you and they're like, yo,
right? or like wait. You know the day after your walima when you get invited to like your parents' side or the other side?
so awkward. So awkward. You're literally walking in there
nut.
like,
I'm a nut. I'm a nut. No one needs to know anything.
it's also the way that you go in and everybody just looks at you differently. It's the look.
It's the smirks.
It's the smart. It's like,
smirk. And then when someone in your family is like really open with you, then they ask you and you're just like you do the awkward laugh and inside you're just like, kill me now. Okay?
Bury me.
Bury me. I don't want to do this today. Okay? Let me leave with some dignity, but I don't got any.
Oh my goodness. It's like so,
It's awkward.
it's so awkward.
so ox.
Like, how do you even?
OMG.
Oh my God, I don't know. It's just awkward. It's just awkward. I feel like even just talking about it with you, I'm just like
making me feel awkward.
yeah, I'm like reliving it. Okay, so you're on the driveway, right? And it's the next day after your shadi. And you went to bed super late, not because of anything, but the fact that the shadi ended late, your rukhi ended late, everybody's crying their eyes out, okay? And then you get to the banquet hall or your hotel room and you're trying for hours to take off all the stuff. Then you got to take your makeup off. Then you got to get out of your clothes. Okay, you went to bed late. And then you go back for your nashta the next morning. You're standing in the driveway.
But are you holding hands in the driveway? That's
No, you're not allowed to. I ain't holding hands with no one.
Oh yeah, it would be a little awkward, but I would still do it.
Oh my God,
Just
yeah,
because
wouldn't-
like now we're a unit, bro.
Yeah, I know, but like holding
We're a
hands.
unit.
Holding hands?
Because now at this point, like maybe I've just come to that stage where it's like, you think I'm a bitch? Shut up. I guess I am. I guess I
Okay,
am.
But you're gonna walk in and your whole family's watching you holding hands with a man?
It's gonna happen. Okay.
Dig a hole. I'm gonna sit in it right
God,
now.
I'm acting brave right now because I'm sitting with her.
She's
In
all
reality,
talk.
I would probably be like, don't even look my way.
You
okay?
have a meter stick.
You
Like,
lived in a different house than I did yesterday. We came from separate homes. Okay.
we had separate rooms in the hotel. Nobody slept together, okay?
There was like a 30-foot distance on all sides. Okay. But that's so true though.
Then you walk in through those doors and everybody's just looking at you.
Hug. And then you're just like, oh, thank you, Jasaka.
And then they're like, and then they say, oh, raat ko koi neend aayi thi?
Oh
So
my
you
God,
gotta-
that's so embarrassing. Okay, no one has asked me that. Okay.
I feel like a few uncles and aunties were like, oh, thaki yogi. raat ko."
Uncles?
Yeah.
Yo, that's
Yo,
wild.
the uncles are on it too.
You want to know something? I actually think I'm gonna give them some credit. I actually think that maybe some of them were genuinely asking, like, "Oh, you're probably so tired because the wedding was chaotic."
Yeah, I know.
But then they probably had that moment, but they were like, "Hold on, I should not have said that."
Yeah,
I
or
should not have
everybody
said that.
else is just making it so awkward that you just perceive everybody's comment that way.
100%, because you feel awkward.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
So awkward.
It's so awkward. You know, like I feel like people that are more westernized would be like, this is such a basic thing. Like we're so open and we just talk about these things.
Damn, yo.
And I'm just like, not in my world.
Yeah. Can we switch roles?
Yeah, no,
A day in the life?
that happening in my world.
Because
I
I'd
kinda-
love to experience
But I
that.
don't actually mind that. I feel like there should be a little bit of like, you know, keep it low key. You don't have to like announce to the world. Everybody knows.
I don't know.
Everybody knows.
You know, we're always taught to have a little bit of like,
Shut them.
yeah, huh? So a little bit of humility. Sharam haya karo. Badtameez. हम ऐसी बातें नहीं करते, okay?
बिल्कुल नहीं.
Guys, we also cannot discredit the groom.
Yeah, we can't.
Okay, listen, our hearts go out to you too.
Our hearts go out to
Because
your
we're not gonna lie,
pockets.
these sisters and cousins are savages.
Savages.
And they just want to take it all.
And what do they give him? A glass of milk for all his effort. That's
We're
it.
gonna talk about the rasams.
The rasams.
For those of you who don't know, that's all like kind of the traditions that we have.
Yeah.
I feel like it's a mix and match in very different cultures
And different families too.
and different families,
Yeah.
right? But I feel like there are some that I can say are generic.
Yeah, some are generic and then some are like adopted from like Western weddings.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like some are adopted from different South Asian cultures,
Yeah, true.
right?
That's true. Yeah.
So like a big one is like the doodh pilai,
yeah.
or I don't know, how would you translate that in English? Like
The drinking of the milk.
the drinking of the milk. Okay. So it's kind of like the bride's sister, or if there are no sisters, cousins or immediate female, like people on that end will have a fancy glass
Yeah.
and they'll fill it with doodh. Okay. Milk.
Yeah.
And then they'll walk up to the stage and they want the groom to drink this milk. First of all, what if the groom is lactose intolerant?
Yo, I just thought about that. I'm like,
What if he
oh
gets
my
the
God.
runs?
What if he gets a runs on
And he's sitting on stage and he's like, I don't want to drink this milk. And you're like, drink the damn
No,
milk.
but Gumi needs to tell the sister-in-laws in advance that like, hey, listen, I'm lactose. Throw in some almond milk or oat milk.
Okay, so we got a bougie groom.
We got a
okay?
bougie.
He needs that. He needs that oat
Needs
milk.
the oat milk.
Add a little touch of vanilla. Stir it up. Give me some foam.
At that point, just give him coffee. What's
Yo.
the point? Like,
Okay.
honestly.
So they go to the stage. The groom is sitting there. He's all like nervous, like, all right,
Yeah.
here we go. Now I gotta argue with these women. Okay.
Oh my
And you
God.
know how what it is? Women love to argue. And
There's no winning.
Women love to want that money. Okay. They're gonna bargain.
Give us that money, honey.
So you're sitting on stage and she comes in front of you with this glass of doodh, okay? And she's like, you have to drink this milk, but you can only drink it after you pay us. And you're
Yeah.
kind of sitting like, they're like, what kind of negotiation is this?
Like, what if I don't want to drink?
What if I don't want the milk?
I
Keep
don't
it
want the
yourself.
milk. I was fine with water.
All right?
Yeah.
And these women are like, we
Absolutely
ain't giving you the bride if you don't pay up. You got to drink the milk. If you're lactose intolerant, too bad. You got to pay us, and then you can take the bride. We are so sorry for this. We apologize to all the grooms because this is...
Okay, but it's the same concept with the juta chupai.
It is. It's the
Juta
same.
chupai.
Huh.
Okay?
Jutti chawai.
Juti chupai. I don't know what I was trying to say. I wasn't even making it out. The juta chupai. Same thing. Okay, but you know what I actually think is really fun?
Yeah.
Okay, the juta chupai, sometimes I've seen videos where it's like, it's not even a juta chupai anymore. It's a full-on brawl.
Yeah, I know, but it's funny.
Like, it's like someone's gonna get beat down.
Yo, for real.
And it's like the guys are gonna beat down the girls. You know how they're like, don't like hit girls, but like in that moment,
Yo.
no holds barred. Like everybody's going full on in.
Yo, because
okay?
the ladies are like, jute do paise lo, okay?
Yeah.
Or the men are saying that. And the ladies are like,
And the ladies are
paise do
slick.
jute lo.
The ladies are slick. Like I've seen some Indian weddings where like the groom will go inside the gurdwara and like the girls will like steal his shoes from outside. yo. And I'm like, whoa, that was some
Smart, though.
Some smart thinking. Okay.
But you know what else I've seen?
what?
And this happened?
What?
Is that they'll bring two pairs of shoes. So the shoes at the
Whoa.
gurdwara or at the masjid or whatever, they're not the real groom
Oh,
shoes.
wow.
So they're like, hey, bridesmaids, steal the shoes.
Damn.
Steal away.
But then he ends up paying them anyway.
And he has to pay them.
Yeah, like what
You know,
the
our
heck?
bad. Because
Our
you,
bad, but
you
like-
really do get out of pocket for that.
Yeah, like they're paying a lot of
It's a lot.
they're raking it in. Bajada groom is sitting there like
Yo, if you have 8 bridesmaids and you gotta give them $100 each.
that's like you're
Ooh,
down
sheesh.
$1,000. You're down $1,000. You could have bought your wife something nice.
Yo, and then you gotta pay the actual sister.
Like I'm not gonna lie, as a bride, I would be like, no, we're not gonna do that for you. Sorry. I'll say, okay, my sisters, yeah, okay, fine, you can give it to them. But randos,
Yeah. Yeah. No, we had like, I was very like, no, you gotta give something to my sister.
for the sisters are different.
And like a couple
Sisters
like
are
we were
different.
really, really close,
But
like
that's
family
different.
cousins.
That's different.
Yeah.
But when it's a randos,
Yeah.
then it's like it's a little out of line.
Yeah, it is.
You know what I mean?
It is.
But you know what? The other thing that I really like, and I don't know if like people do this a lot in Pakistani culture. It's more in Indian where they have that stuff in like they have like a ring in the milk.
Oh, yeah, I love
and they
that.
like fight over it.
Yeah.
I actually think that's kind of cute.
I think that's cute too.
that, and you know the other thing I really like is when the guy goes to pick up the bride.
Okay.
And this is like Indian weddings. They have all these like fun things that they have to do outside the house.
I love that.
So like on one of my friends' weddings, the guy had to like make a roti.
oh my God, I just saw
And I was
that.
like, I love this so
Yeah.
much. Then I saw one where a guy had to like apply false eyelash.
no.
There's some really funny ones. And honestly, those are just fun.
I think that's so
I feel
much
like it's
fun.
like ronak and like, you know, it like gets the family involved and like
Yeah.
everyone has a really good time. So I love things like that. I think
You know
it's
what it
exciting.
is? I feel like I know we've been talking about this industry being just so expensive and
Yeah,
whatever,
yeah.
but you can still make it fun. And I think
yeah,
that
for
should
sure.
kind of be the moral of this
I think so too.
episode.
I think so
where
too.
It's like
yeah.
if you're not going to spend so much money or whatever, do funny things like that.
Yeah.
You know, have some pranks.
Yeah,
You
exactly.
know, if you could be open about it with the groom beforehand, because you know maybe sometimes people mind and
Yeah,
stuff. So
for
like,
sure.
if you're open and honest and be like, hey, like my brothers want to do this, or my sister wants to do this, or my cousins want to do this, you can have really fun traditions. That those are the things that people end up remembering. They're not going
Absolutely.
to remember your jai cart or your dessert spread or if you had a cake.
Yeah,
or not. They're
that's
gonna
so
be like,
true.
oh my god, do you remember when you had to apply false eyelashes on so and so?
Yeah, exactly.
Right?
I do feel like it is more about the memories that you have with the people that you love because that's the whole point of it.
Yeah.
But like I can also understand like just like how you said that there's certain things that you wanted to splurge on and you're
Yeah.
like these are the things that I really care about. And I think that is also like, of course, it's like such a momentous and special day. So you want to have certain things and like you've dreamt of certain things. So you want to go all out for certain things. So by all means do that. But I think my issue has always just been that like it makes me feel sad that other people might not have the means to do certain things and they have to stretch themselves so much that they're taking out like 2 or 3 loans, you know, every time that they're planning a
Yeah.
wedding. That makes me sad because
Yeah.
like I don't think that we should make people feel like they have to keep up with the Joneses.
Yeah.
But that's also not like someone's not intentionally saying that to you. Sometimes it's just your own thoughts too.
Yeah,
right?
it's like internal pressure, but it's also
Yeah.
like unspoken pressures
yeah, it is unspoken
from like
pressures.
family,
But sometimes
society.
it's spoken pressures. Like when people come
both.
up to the bride, they're like, "Oh, how much is that real gold or is that fake?"
Who says that, by the way?
No, literally, I know people that have asked
way.
these questions. I'm telling you, and it's so gross to me.
That's just ridiculous.
How much was your wedding outfit? How much did you spend on your like, you know, your jahiz and stuff? And I'm just like, y'all gotta be kidding me. Like,
Honestly.
this is not information that anyone needs to know. Like it's whack. It's whack.
Yeah, I feel like when people want to talk numbers, that's when it can get
It's
extremely
always awkward
private.
when you're talking
Yeah.
numbers. It's always awkward. But maybe that's just the way some people are. There's no filter involved. They
Yo,
just
it's
need
like
to
the
know.
awkward conversation after your wedding day.
Oh, amen. Ain't that the truth? That is very true. That is very true.
And on that note, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to call it the end of the episode.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much for tuning in. Hannah, take it over.
Okay, so we're gonna ask you guys a question. Do you guys think that the Desi wedding industry specifically has just become exponentially crazier, or is it just us? Let us know. We're gonna be posting that on our story. Obviously, as per usual, guys, make sure you guys comment, like, share, subscribe, please. If you're listening on Spotify, please give us the 5-star. And honest to God, we cannot thank you enough for all the love and support we've gotten from you guys. It means more than you guys ever know. And we will see you guys next time.
Bye.